The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store. Between the San Francisco 49ers and the Atlanta Falcons. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Okay, break.
Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Pick me up. Here we go.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Looking to throw. Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Sometimes it pays to be lucky rather than good. That was not even the intended receiver on that pass.
But still able to haul it in for the reception. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Our time. This our
Ready, go.
They'll run with Patterson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Set, ready. 33, yellow.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Shovel, 38.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
6, mega, jackrabbit, jack, cut.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. Touchdown, Falcons. Sammy Watkins, 60 yards. And the Falcons will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. D.D. Westbrook to return from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On the ready.
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
Ready.
Lance now on 1st down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
Let's go
So
now.
from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Bring it.
Set, cut.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's got room. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Check nine.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 58 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the runner.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Niners respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Let's go.
The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And that one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. He had space in front of him if he had held on, but instead it's 3rd down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike's 51. 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
Let's go, baby.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10.
I know he ain't got it. Hey, look.
Slice blue.
Hey, we're going to Mike the 48 right now. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Here we go. Red 38.
You remember me. Let's go, baby. 48.
Field black.
48's Mike. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 48.
Hey, check mega.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Check 13. Check 13.
52 blaster.
Tighten up.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Go. Yellow, 22.
Double tight, double tight.
Black ultra.
3 down.
Ready, go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Set, ready. 10 black.
Mike's 5-4. Rip left, rip left.
Hey.
And they'll
red.
send the tight end in motion here.
Cheetah, cheetah. Hut, hut.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Keep it up, guys. Switch, switch. Slam, slam, slam.
Drill, 52. Black shot. Ready.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 72 yards. And the 49ers have taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play.
Down. 52 blue.
I got him, I got him. Right. He's tight right.
Check Fury.
Tight on the right. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Ready, go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Come on, set.
An incomplete
45.
pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Ready.
On play action, they'll throw.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. All day.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So a great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had, piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title. And they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in him as you've professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Here we go. Blue, 32.
It's been a long day for you. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. All day, baby, all day.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Kill, kill, kill.
Blue striker. Ready, go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Nick Bosa, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Here we go.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Fury, yellow. Cut.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Hey, it's our house. Check 37. Check 37.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Ready.
They're going to look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the 49ers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Let's go now.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Down.
They are in need of 6
43.
yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Hey, watch the slant.
Ready, go.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta.
Ready, break.
Mike 51. We got
Drill green.
double up. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
All day, dog. Let's go. Mike 51. Mike 51.
I got you.
Set.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off by Troy Apke. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Back.
Go.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
Ready up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Check 52.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
On the double.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Okay, ready?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
Let's go, baby.
Set, go.
Now back to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Here's McLeod on the return. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Go red.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Double up, double up.
Striker. Check, strike, hut.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Watch 54.
Yellow.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Say.
Steal. Check, steal.
Check 3. Slam.
Ready.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Fielded at about the 28. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it will be Falcon football.
Okay.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Where's the mic?
Red, cycle.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Jack cut.
They go play action here on first down. And complete to Drake London. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throws right back to London, complete again. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
First and 10, it's Patterson. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
I'm coming.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
All day, baby. All day. All day.
Second and 6. Throw left side. There's London. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I know you felt that way.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3.
White.
Calm the crouch. Oh, you got deep?
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Three buzz.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on third down.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Ready.
On first down, going back to Patterson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's second and 10.
65.
They'll drop to throw. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
Mike 50, Mike 50. No gain on this defense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. It just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Down, 33, yellow.
54. All day, punt.
Yellow.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
I smell fear in that.
Jack Hut.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lance, a quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a first and 10.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Ready, 50, green.
51's the mic.
Crunch time, defense.
Let's go.
Slice blue.
51, Mike, 51. 51. Watch the pass.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Ready up.
Mike, boys, 51.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Ready, ready.
Back to throw here.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go. Set.
So now they'll
Black.
come up on
95.
second and 10. Once again from the 28.
Steel, black.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Cut, cut.
They'll look to throw again.
Watch the screen.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
the double.
This offense so far on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
You think you gonna get this? 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
60 red.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again. 51's the mic.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 114 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. He continues to be a major factor carrying the football here into the 4th quarter, Charles.
Another big gain on the ground. Big guys working strong up front. A lot of them not just taking care of business at the line of scrimmage, but getting into the linebacker spots and taking care of the second level as well.
And they're taking advantage of everything right now on the scoreboard with that lead. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Check Fury.
Alert 3.
Ready.
Lance going to hold on to it. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
I'm coming for you. You mine. Hey, watch Sam. Watch Sam. Check.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go. Yellow, 43.
I'm here all day.
Blue striker.
All day. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Hey, let's go.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one, maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Let's get the ball. 51's Mike. Mike 51.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Here we go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready.
3rd down, here's Patterson. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go. Black, 95. Green Jack.
What we got? Hey, Mike.
Hut.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Here we go.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. Jet, set, go.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 123 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Big Dan.
Red, cycle.
Come. Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike, 54.
Lance looking to throw it.
We got this.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
The kick by Gold is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so that you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Okay, break.
54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Stop your whining.
Spike, white.
54. Mike 54. Switch up, switch up. Mike
Right, go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick six today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
Ready, go.
Ritter will throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. They said beginning of the season they won.